Hello and welcome back. My name is Will Crump. Last week I made my first video. I introduced myself and I briefly went over habits. Today is Monday, the beginning of the week, and we are going to go a little deeper with habits. So let's get started. Um, so we all have habits, and some of them we don't even realize that we have. Some of them are very small, and then others are huge things that we do in our lives. But to be able to create habits, we had to start somewhere. Um, so it's what's within our comfort zone. Um, Doing anything that we aren't used to is uncomfortable. So when you're trying to break a bad habit, you have to be uncomfortable. It's just something that has to be done. You've been used to doing something for a long period of time, and the longer that you do something, regardless of what it is, whether it's eating the wrong way or communicating in an unhealthy manner or um, not breathing fully, um, it can do harm to you, or not handling your stress well. That's another way that habits can be formed. If you allow stress, depression, anxiety, anything like that to start controlling the choices that you make, then your habits will be based off of stress, anxiety, depression. So you have to consciously understand why you do the things that you do, whether it's overeating or oversleeping or smoking or drinking or communicating poorly. It all has a root cause. So understanding the root is unbelievably important. And then once you're consciously aware of why you're doing what you're doing, then you can take the steps to change it. Um, an example for me right now, I'm not used to speaking on camera. In all honesty, I'd rather talk in front of a room of 50 people than try to speak on camera, because you're able to go back and forth with conversation. With the camera, you're not able to. You just have to come up with whatever it is right on the spot and keep it flowing. There's no interaction. It's completely different. And this is a habit that I'm trying to form because it's something that I'm not used to doing. So I worked in a prison and I worked in a drug treatment facility, and I had interaction with people, and that was easy. That was easier because the communication skills were there. This is a new thing, so I have to get used to speaking into the camera and doing things a little differently than what I would normally do. So changing things up. Replacement is a good way to remove bad habits and create new ones. So if you're smoking, uh, try to cut down the smoking. Nicotine is addictive, so I understand with addiction, it's very difficult to quit. So I would say wean yourself down with whatever you're doing that's addictive and try to replace it with something that you enjoy. Um, we're based off of pain and pleasure. If the pain outweighs the pleasure, then it's not really something that we're wanting to do. If you can associate pleasure with whatever it is that you're trying to form habit-wise, then you can break bad habits and build new habits off of a pleasure principle. All right. So I love working out. Most people don't like working out because it's painful, but I've associated the progress and the growth and the positive health benefits and the longevity and the positive mental connection with working out, so it doesn't hurt. It doesn't cause pain. It may physically hurt for the time being, but I understand that the long-term gain from working out is worth more than the short-term pain physically that I'm feeling. So that's the way that it works with pretty much everything. If you have poor communication, if you're struggling with talking to people in your lives, if you have bad family dynamics, change the way that you speak with people. Understand what triggers people. Again, it's being conscious. It's understanding what you're doing that can be changed and benefit you more, or what external things are affecting you negatively where you can react to it differently, or you can respond to it differently. You take the time to count to 10, or take the time to just think things over and be in the now, and things aren't as big of a deal as we make them to be. We stress out over scenarios that normally never come to reality. So habit forming works the same way. You start with something very small and you build it up over time. And then the more that you do something, it takes about 66 days to build a new habit. So if you can start from day one and consistently keep going each day with the same thing, whether it's not checking your phone the second that it vibrates, because that's something that we're used to doing too. If your phone is ringing, or your phone vibrates, or you get a notification or something along those lines, you want to check it. But it's better for you to have control of your choices and your life than to have life have control over you. So just be aware of what you do, be aware of your breathing, be aware of what you put into your body, be aware of how you interact with people, and it will get you a lot farther. So that's pretty much it with habits. Please let me know down in the comments what habit you would like to break for yourself, and what habit you would like to build for yourself. We all have them, and I would just be curious what yours is. So the next video that I'll be creating will be on coping mechanisms, and that will be a request. We have a lot of stuff going on right now with the virus and the economy, and everything is stressful. So it's good to have healthy, positive coping mechanisms. Let me know if there is a subject that you'd like to hear in the future, and I will make sure that I create a video on it. So thank you for stopping by my channel. Give this video a like if you liked it, and please subscribe to help the channel grow. Thank you again, and have a great week.